If it's one thing that Lemuel and Natalie is gonna do every season, is mess up the finale. Okay, this was a lemon squeeze, a red table talk. I don't know what this was, but baby, it sure didn't give finale. Let's talk about it, baby, because this wasn't a big deal, but we gonna talk about it anyway. Let's go.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Welcome back. What's up, y'all? My name is Big Mouth, and this is my channel. If you have not been here before, baby, which I'm pretty sure you or somebody tiptoeing around your crusty ass house have not, go and tap them on the shoulder, tell them to wipe their mouth off and come on, subscribe to the channel, girl, because we tired. All right, but anyways, I play all day. I'm sorry, y'all. What's going on? Happy Friday, guys. All right, listen, baby. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't do it for y'all. Subscribe for me, daddy. Subscribe for me, daddy. Subscribe for me, daddy. Let me see your grill. Okay, y'all happy? There you go. But anyway, let's get off into this lame-ass finale, girl. I didn't come to y'all with this finale sooner because, girl, I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know this is crazy because this is actually my job. Like, this is actually, it's one of the income sources that pays my bills. So the fact that I just be, like, taking 10, 20, 30 days off this app, it's wild. I just be like, you know what? I'll go get it somewhere else, girl. Like, I just do not be trying to deal with YouTube sometimes. But anyway, here I am, y'all. I'm back. Don't stress me out because y'all know how to irritate me to fuck off an app, okay? Anyway, let's start. This episode was real corny. It was real cheesy. It was real, real greasy, real cheesy, real all of that. It was just a lemon squeeze. I don't know what to call it. Okay, so let's just start from the beginning. Okay, so Anna and Biggie, that was like the first problem of the episode. So we in Dominican Republic or whatever. The show, they in the DR. They in the DR. Anna is Puerto Rican and Dominican, and Biggie is Dominican. So I don't know why. It just felt like they were fighting for who was the bigger Dominican. Who the big Dominican? I'm the big Dominican. They was really trying to fight for that spot. I noticed that when they was walking through the town and the tour guide was giving them a tour, and Anna just jumped in front of the tour guide and grabbed his hand and started saucing like in front of the camera. Like, she just wanted to be seen so bad. She just really wanted us to know that she was Dominican and she knew stuff about DR, even though, she has no family in DR, probably ain't never been a DR or probably was only there when as a child once or twice, but she just wanted us to know so bad that she was Dominican and she knew everything about DR or whatever the case is like that. So, it kind of looked like her and Biggie was going back and forth for who was the most Dominican person or who knew the most about DR. But, little after that, Anna and Biggie ended up getting into it. Anna was getting into it with everybody this episode. I don't know why. It just seemed like Anna was getting into it with everybody. I felt like, some people was picking fights with Anna too, so we gonna get into that. But anyway, Anna and Biggie get into an argument in the smoke shop, and they almost come to blows, I guess, because Biggie buys a bag of leaves, a big bag of leaves, like a 25-pound bag of leaf or something like that. And, or a 5-pound bag of leaf. I don't know. So how many pounds of leaf? Leaf is what you roll up with and smoke with. And Anna wanted one of her leaves, and she was like, nah, bitch, go get your own. Now, I'm for real with y'all. I'm a smoker. Now, I felt Biggie on that, okay? And see, here's the thing, Biggie. You can't be being too nice to these hoes. And this is why I told you to get that bitch up out your basement, okay? See, you done befriended Anna. You done let her smoke all your blunts on them Baddies East. You been rolling all them blunts for her, letting her drink all your liquor, okay? Letting her snort all your... Anyway, and then after the Baddies East was over, you done let this bitch move up in your basement because she was homeless living in the backseat of a Pinto. Now, you too nice, Biggie. I know you. I know Biggie has been becoming a mean girl lately, but underneath all that mean girl shit, Biggie still got a big heart, and she still is nice. And I think she's too nice to some people, and sometimes when you're too nice to certain people, they take advantage of you and they expect it. Because there's no way Anna, after all the stuff Biggie has done for her, should have reacted like that over some bags of rolling leaves. You know what I'm saying? But when you take into account the fact that Biggie gives Anna whatever Anna wants, Biggie will give Anna the shirt off her damn back. You know what I'm saying? And this has been the nature of their relationship. I understand why Anna Anna looking at it like, bitch, you give me everything else. Why I can't have this too? You know what I'm saying? And that's just a very childish mentality to have. And Biggie, that's the kind of mentality that you fostered, you know, and enabled. So deal with it. But yeah, Anna, you was a grown ass woman, and I'm really tired of you. I'm gonna be for real with you, Anna. We gonna talk a little more. No, we gonna talk right now. I'm tired of Anna. Okay, now we gonna talk a little bit in a minute, because as Anna is walking back, her and Biggie done split up. They mad at each other. They done split up. Tasiki done took one, the other one went the other way, and they walking back to the car. And Anna is talking to production, I guess, about the situation or what's going on. And her and Nunu get into it, because Nunu overheard her talking. Now I'm gonna be for real, Nunu. You just wanted some camera time. Anna was not talking about you. Okay, she was definitely talking about Biggie, the one who she had just got into an argument with. Sis, she don't know you. She don't know you. I think Nunu has been trying to force this problem with Anna since the reunion. No, not the reunion, I'm sorry. Since the remixes. What the hell you call them? Replacements. Girl, I done called them the remixes. But anyway, girl. I play all day. But anyway, girl, so since the replacements came back and she was in a restaurant and she tried to check Anna about beating up Mariah mama. Now, Nunu, I get, you know, you trying to stand on principles and morals, but at the end of the day, that situation has absolutely, positively nothing to do with you, bitch. Okay? It's just weird that you keep trying to force a enemy out of Anna. Like, I get you speaking your piece and letting it go, but you trying to force an enemy. I feel like you tried to use that to get into an argument with her and force a fight. And when she was kind of like, okay, whatever, and paid you dust, then you got mad and tried to act like she was doing something to you. And it's been what it is ever since then. And it's not that, Nunu. She's doing nothing to you. Her situation and Mariah's situation has nothing to do with you. They've already squashed it. You still over here carrying on drama for somebody you knew for 10 minutes in a hotel, because you and Mariah don't even know each other. Like, Nunu, you look lame. You look pressed. And yeah, it's just real weird. So her and Nunu going back and forth. Now, Anna, this is why I say you a weirdo. Because during the argument with Anna and Nunu, Anna started yelling about how she an OG and she don't know her, all this, that, and the third, and she just a replacement. Anna, low-key, you're a replacement this season. They gave you and Rolly some kind of fancy-ass title, injured reserve, you know, and let us believe that the reason y'all wasn't on the show initially was because of y'all injuries, when at the beginning, middle, and end of the day, sis, you're here now with those same injuries. So clearly that was not the reason y'all was not on the show. You and Rolly were clearly replacements this season. They came up with this whole injured reserve name to kind of preserve your ego, you know. And the bottom line when it comes to you, Anna, you wouldn't be here if you hadn't framed Lemuel, okay? Lemuel fired you after the end of last season. You know, he told Stunner Girl that on the phone. You were fired, okay? You was living in the backseat of a car and you was broke. Okay, your man broke your face and put you out because he found out you was sleeping with Lemuel when you was on the set of Baddies East. Then you got back and you was homeless, living in the car, and your face was in pieces. Okay, until Biggie let you come stay in her basement. Meanwhile, in between while, you know what I'm saying? You getting on Instagram, blurting out stuff. You on a reunion, blurting out stuff about you and Scotty and Lemuel, telling all the business, going on T's podcast and other podcasts, telling all the business. And Lemuel just wanted you to shut the fuck up because you was ruining his life, okay? Now, real talk, had to be somebody, you know, with a strong pimp hand, bitch, you wouldn't be on the show. You would have just got smacked the fuck up. I ain't saying that's right or wrong. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Anna was stepping out of a hoe's place. Okay, and back in the day, they used to deal with you a whole different way. But anyway, long story short, I feel like Lemuel brought Anna back on the show to give her a job so she could shut up. Because she had nothing to do, no money, and her life was going nowhere in the back of that car. And, you know, he was like, look, it's cheaper to keep her. And I think that's what Lemuel Plummer is finding out nowadays. It's just cheaper to keep her, you know, with all his hoes. If you notice, every hoe he keep on the show. You know? Hey, Sapphire. Hey, Natalie. Hey, Jayla. Hey, Scotty. Hey, Anna. You know, hey, the crew. You know. So, hey, Tommy. You know, it's just cheaper to keep her because when you get rid of them, they start talking shit. So he's just paying a whole bunch of hush money at this point. But Anna, you are here because of luck and blackmail. Don't push it, baby. But yeah. Moving on. After that, girl, they tried to go out to this little I guess charity event that Natalie set up. It was no charity, okay? It was no charity. They did the same thing they did at the other island. I think, what was the other island? Barbados or something? I don't know what the other island was, sis. I think it was Barbados. It was an island. Anyway, yeah, why would somebody call me in the middle of me filming a video? Anyway, matter of fact, hold on. Yeah, girl, interruptions. But anyway, after that, they go to this little charity event. And like I said, I don't think it was a charity event. What it was supposed to be was a few of the girls, Rolly, Sapphire, Natalie, Scotty, and Mariah, you know what I'm saying, the House A, was supposed to go and give out some money to go to a women's shelter, like a women's whatever. And they ended up going, and this stupid ass bitch Natalie gets, oh, I'm sorry, that was so rude. Oh, my anger just takes over me. I'm sorry. This girl, Natalie, gets out the car in front of the women's shelter and starts handing out thousands upon thousands of dollars to a bunch of impoverished people. At that point, they just got swarmed and they couldn't make it into the shelter. And Natalie hands stacks of money to all the baddies and tell them to hand it out to the people. Now, here's my problem with this. She did this at the other item. Like I said, there was no women's shelter. There was no women's shelter. I think when they ran it back on film and saw how terrible it looked, I think they tried to come up with this whole, oh, it was a women's shelter lie to cover up the actions so it can look like, oh, we just started being nice out in the streets and never actually got to go in the women's shelter. Y'all never was going to a women's shelter. Just like y'all didn't go to a women's shelter on the other item when y'all handed out money. That was the charity. That was what y'all were doing, okay? And charity is not what you were doing at all. He been doing that for 3 days. I'm putting a spike strip down tomorrow. Anyway, yeah. So that was not charity, baby. That was nothing of the sort. That was very much so ego, pride, materialism, capitalism, colonialism. It was a whole lot of isms, bitch. Okay? Charity wasn't nowhere up in the mix. Sis, when you do charity for people, you do stuff that benefit those people. Bringing a camera to record you handing out your money to poor people only looks good to you. Because it made those people look like animals when they were actually just starving ass poor people. You know what I'm saying? Don't know where their next dollar coming from. So they was really just trying to fend for themselves and fend for their families by grabbing the money so aggressively. Meanwhile, they look like animals. They look like starving, poor, a destitute third world country people. You get to look like this American savior that's coming with the big money and coming to save the poor little town, and you get to look good. The only person that benefited from that was you. That was not charity, okay? Charity would have been you actually going to a women's shelter. You actually going and feeding the homeless. You actually going and mentoring and talking to young single mothers who don't have nothing and stuff like that. Buying them stuff and bringing it to them other than handing them out hundreds of dollars. Okay? And 9 times out of 10, all them women that y'all handed that money out to, all of them children y'all was giving money to is going to get knocked the fuck out and beat up and robbed by all of them men that was standing in the back watching them. Okay? All y'all have done is put their lives in danger because a whole bunch of people just saw them get a whole bunch of money. Y'all have done nothing but cause chaos. That is sick. That is sick. And then y'all knew y'all did wrong and tried to cover it up by lying and saying y'all was going to some women's shelter. Y'all was never going to a women's shelter. Natalie, you are a poor excuse for a humanitarian. Do better. Okay? Do the fuck better. A lot of times it's not about what you can give as far as monetization or monetary means or materialism, but it's about what you can give as far as your time and your effort. Okay? For real. Y'all could have partnered with Habitat for Humanity and built a house or something out there. And actually built a women's home. Because I'm pretty sure y'all handed out somewhere around $10,000 to $20,000. When y'all could have just took that $10,000 to $20,000, really built something for them people. A food pantry. A homeless shelter. Even if it was just a big empty building with a bunch of beds in it and blankets and stuff. Y'all could have did something for them people that didn't look like that. It just looked so bad. It looked so bad. It's terrible. And yes, I said looked it. Okay, I know the real word. But anyway, after we get from that poor excuse. Oh, side note, girl, why was them ladies handing their babies to them like that, girl? Them ladies said, look, baby, I can't make it out. At least my baby can, girl. They was handing over babies to and this Sapphire gonna put $100 bill in the baby diaper, girl. You hoes is ratchet. And y'all ain't got no couth. That's the problem. Okay? Sis rolled up $100 bill and tried to hand it to a 5-month-old baby. The baby looked at her with the pacifier in his mouth like. Then she put the $100 bill in the baby diaper. Sapphire's a damn mess. Anyway, moving on, girl. So after that, we get to, I guess, what we do next? After that, I think they went to dinner. And it got real weird. So they start going around the table asking everybody, you know what I'm saying, how was they experience at Baddies or whatever the case was like that. You know, everybody's giving these real boring, you know, rehearsed answers or whatever the case was. The only people who really told how they felt, I feel like, was Nunu, Diamond, and I think Tinkerbella was just doing too much. Tinkerbella, sis, you are a theatrical ass biatch, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I do want Tinkerbella back next season because she was very entertaining. She's pretty, she's entertaining, she's funny, she a fight. You know what I'm saying? She's all of that. Because of theatrics, sis, all of that between you, Meatball can't come back. Meatball cannot come back. The dynamic between Tinkerbella and Meatball is weird shit. It's weird. I don't know if they eat each other pussy on the low. I don't know what they doing, sis, but it's weird. The whole dynamic between the two is just awkward as hell. I don't like it. Y'all don't look like sisters. Y'all don't act like sisters. Y'all act like two dykes that's having lesbian problems. That's what y'all act like, okay? I don't care what she did to you, what you did to her. It really didn't deserve this long of a scene. The only thing about Tinkerbella's whole speech that I do want to acknowledge, she's the only bitch on that show I ever saw stand up to Tasiki and back her down. Bitch, when Tinka was talking and Tasiki was chiming in on the side and she said, "Be quiet. I asked y'all nicely." And Tasiki shut up. Girl, I'd never seen that done. Kudos, bitch. Kudos, girl. I thought she was gonna knock your teeth down the back of your throat, sis. I really was scared for you. I thought we was gonna have another jelly, another diamond. But anyway, she didn't do that, and you made it away unscathed. But yeah, Natalie ended up handing out a Baddies chain, and I guess she had to let the ladies vote on who they think should get the Baddies chain, and they ended up voting for, it was between Meatball, Diamond, and damn, who was the other person? Meatball, Diamond, and somebody else. They don't matter anyway because they didn't get the chain. But yeah, it was between Meatball, Diamond, and a third person. And then everybody voted for Meatball. And honestly, to tell you the truth, Diamond went off after that. And I was with Diamond. I don't think Diamond should have went off at that time. I think she probably should have handled it behind the scenes. However, but Diamond went off at that time, and I do know why. The only reason they gave Meatball that chain is because she kept crying about it. Okay? She just kept crying about one. You know what I'm saying? She kept talking about her image and how she don't think, or how she think they was like doing her wrong because she don't look like a baddie. And I think they just gave her the pity party that Biggie wanted when she first got on the show. When Biggie first got on the show, she wanted a pity party too. She was doing all that crying shit too. You know, and that's the pity party. She didn't get a pity party. You know, Biggie just wised up and blew Stunner Girl shit out. But but yeah, Meatball definitely got a pity party, and they definitely gave her that chain because of it. She did not deserve that chain, Meatball. You did not deserve that chain. The only fight you got into was with the weakest bitch on the show, again, Gretchen. You know what I'm saying? You did not dress like a baddie. You did not look like a baddie. You did not walk like a baddie, talk like a baddie, sound like a baddie, act like a baddie. You cried when you didn't get what you wanted. You were a baby, not a baddie. You were a punk-ass bitch. You did not deserve a baddie's chain. They gave you that out of pity. I would have gave it back if I was you. Getting something out of pity is sad. It's sad, sis. They didn't give it to you the first time. They gave it to Tinkerbella. The only reason they gave it to you because you was crying about it, and you just sitting there with that big ass smile on your face, knowing you got it out of pity. That's sad. But anyway, yeah, Diamond went off, and then come to find out, Natalie, after Diamond go off saying the only reason y'all gave it to her because of da-da-da-da, you know, she said everything basically I just said. And Natalie, out of nowhere, pulls another motherfucking Baddies chain out the crack of her ass. Girl, I don't know where she got this Baddies chain from, girl, but apparently she just had it tucked away in her purse, waiting. And everybody got silent when she brought that second Baddies chain out. But it was so unfortunate. Diamond had already said all of that shit. Diamond, you should have shut the fuck up. See, you just should have shut up. Just 10 more seconds and you would have got a Baddies chain. She was basically trying to see, I guess, how the girls was going to react, you know, and trying to pull it off. She was holding on to it for dramatic effects, but Diamond went ahead and ran her mouth and blew her chances at getting it. So Natalie kept the chain to herself. Honestly, once again, this is what you get, Diamond. This is what you get, Diamond. This is what you get. I don't want you to think for a second that this happened to you because you were Diamond the Body. This happened to you because you were Diamond the Body from Now That's TV. And this is another example. I promise you Lemuel probably whispered in their ear and told them Diamond can't get a chain. I promise you that probably happened. Like Diamond, you were always, like I said, you were always brought here to be the butt of the joke. That's why you were here. That's why E.T. was here. And that's why the next bitch from Now That's TV gonna be brought over here and do the same thing. Look what they did to Queen D. Queen D keeps showing up to Johnson Cabaret auditions, showing her titties naked, slanging pussy all up throughout the club, and she never makes the show. They just using y'all for clickbait and making y'all look at ass on their network. And y'all keep falling for it. So yeah, that was pretty much the end of the show. After that, or before that, one of these times, Biggie did a thing. Biggie did a thing. She took him on a little mini tour or something. She did a thing. But yeah, that was the Baddies finale. It was kind of whack, y'all. That table scene could have been like a 5-minute, 10-minute scene. That scene was literally a whole half hour. It was crazy. I don't think they had their material together for the finale. Honestly, to tell you the truth, like I said, I still think Lemuel edits this shit on his cell phone, you know, while he on the toilet taking a shit. And it shows. The show, honestly, to tell you the truth, it was good this season. It was good. It was good this season. It was good this season. So I'm not gonna give y'all too much, but y'all gotta get better with these finales. Y'all gotta get better with these finales. Like, it was just whack. It was just whack. And I know the finale, from the way it looked like it was set up for Diamond to get beat up at the reunion. Like, the cliffhanger was Diamond not getting her chain. That's what they cut it off with. Natalie and Rolly got up and walked away from the table. Oh, she's not getting a chain, da-da-da-da. Boom, it was cut off like that. And then Diamond utters the words in a confessional, "See you at the reunion, bitch." So I guess Diamond is supposed to be the Now That's TV badass that comes and pulls the ET and just runs out and starts fighting people, whatever the case is, and gets her ass beat. Because we already know Tsiki to beat the bitch to a pulp. So, oh, one more thing about that whole finale thing. Tsiki, you're weird. And I honestly, I keep coming back to this because I keep trying to move on from you. Like, you really don't understand how many times I've tried to get on board with the masses. You know, oh, we love Tsiki. She ain't boring. She got talent. She just don't show it. I've tried to brainwash myself to believe that you are somebody I would love to see on my TV screen. I can't do it. Because every time you open your mouth, you remind me of why you ain't supposed to be there. For you to be one of the oldest people on the cast, and what you had to say over your baddie experience was, oh yeah, I said if y'all not fighting like me, which this bitch said, I ruin lives. I break bones. I ruin lives. I devastate bitches. I ruin lives. If you not doing that, then I told y'all, you ain't even supposed to be fighting. That's my whole synopsis on the season. You bitches ain't fighting like me, then y'all ain't supposed to be fighting. The fuck? Next. Tsiki, you're almost 40. Your whole existence revolves around fighting. You're pathetic. You traveled from island to island to island, met 1,000 people, and your whole experience was summed up in, I devastate bitches, I ruin lives. But y'all see these the same motherfuckers that be getting out here trying to prank. Anyway. The people who... You literally take pride in the fact that you destroy people. That you destroy the girl's face. You are too old for that to be your only claim to fame in your life. The raggedy ass Baltimore bitch that can fight like a man. Ugh. that was it. Talk to y'all later. Yeah, I ain't making no promises I can't keep, so I don't know when I'll be back. Bye.